In today's role, my ongoing battle with Roger continues. Roger is a very good brown belt. What I love to do is try to exploit holes in his game and then put it on the internet. Then he figures out the solution and this just, continuously goes on. So in this video, you're gonna see slick moves that will help you get top position and also escape from side control. All right, let's get to rolling. Roger and I are starting. That was my seat. That wasn't, I swear to God, that noise was not a fart. If you watch the video, how to make friends and influence people, when I'm rolling with Zach, I'll admit when, we have some musical toots. All right, let's get to Jiu-jitsu. We're doing positional sparring to begin with, which means when we start the roll, we start in a specific position. If you haven't done this before, it's super useful because then you get to practice a specific position and you get to reiterate a technique over and over again. It helps you get better at it because your training is focused on it. We are doing Marcelo Garcia proud and we're going for some classic Marcelo sweeps. Should I pronounce it like the Gracies? Roger is starting in a butterfly guard, meaning he has his butterfly hooks, which are his feet, on my inner thighs, and you can use that in order to levitate people and also to sweep people onto their back so you can get top position. So anytime that you're sweeping, the arm that's overhooked, that's trapped, that's the side that you want to sweep to. So I am hopping because I know he's trying to sweep on that side, and that just goes to show you anytime that you have a sweep, just keep on going for it. Even if it doesn't work immediately at first, just keep on going for it. And you could see there was a tipping point, a quite literal tipping point, where I finally fell on my back. Now, since he got the sweep and we're completely out of frame, we go back in frame, and now I start with my butterfly hooks in on him. Now, this is the type of sweep that you really have to act fast, and this is going to be really helpful for you, this little tip. So first of all, the first thing is when you grab their elbow, take your other hand, and it's basically like a club, and you're clubbing as you're sweeping on that side. Now, of course, Roger is a upper belt, and he knows what I'm doing, and at any level, if you don't set things up and if you're very direct about it, it's going to decrease your chances of stuff happening live. So the reason why this sweep happened and how you can also get more of your sweeps to happen is because I initially went for the sweep on the left side with the left arm pinned, clubbing the head with my right arm, and then I switched it up when he wasn't going that way. I just switched up and went the other way, and that's how we got this sweep. And I guarantee you, if you try this method, arm pin, club the head, and sweep, and try it on both sides, you'll be successful with this, I believe. I did sweep him very close to these two lower belts, and typically lower belts have to move for the upper belts, but we were just being nice and we decided to move. Roger has some of the best escapes, and in order to combat this, what I am focused on is keeping my knees tight, that way he can't sneak a knee in. If I feel like I'm going to lose the position, I wanted to switch to another top side position. Right now I'm focused on getting both of his shoulders pinned to the mat as I combat his hooks. I'm able to jump over and switch my hips, and you can see right now he's trying desperately to get on his left shoulder, that way he can sneak a knee in, and now he tries to go classic, tries to go in the opposite direction, and my mission here is to test his side control escapes for the purpose of this video. That way you can see how good Roger is at escaping. And as you can see, he did a move where he turned to his knees.
Everything is alright, so we gonna walk alright through the roads of creation. We the generation, tell me why. Try to break tribulation, Exodus, alright. Movement of your people.
And right now my arm is in a weird position where it's basically like I'm Kimoraing myself by having his head and arm. But of course, you know, I just want to see where this is going to go. And, you know, when you have somebody's head and arm, that's a very controlling position, even though my arm is bent awkwardly backward, but I didn't feel any pain. And, you know, you typically just roll out of this. I have his head and arm, and I'm going to try to get my hooks in. When you have a good position, that means you can get submissions because you have proper control, which is why this is so great. You can wrap your arm around their waist like I'm doing here, and this is called a tight waist. Tight waist is when you're basically aggressively hugging them. This can be helpful for you to pass because it allows you to have control over their body while you're passing. Here he's trying to get control over my arm with a 2-on-1, and he's trying to snake that in for a reverse Kimora grip, and I pull it out. That's what she said. Again, I'm going for this tight waist because I want to try out this type of control. This is the sweetest move ever. Right here, do you see what he's doing? So what he did is he had a grip with his fingers. It's almost like a baseball bat choke, but since this is Nogi, what he did is he basically took his 2 fingers and wrapped it around either these 2 or these 2. This feels a lot stronger. That way he could get a grip around my neck. And using this grip, he's like squeezing. I didn't feel like threatened like it was a choke, but anytime somebody has control over your head, it's not really like the best thing.
Let me tell you, if you're not wrong, then why? Everything is alright, so we gonna walk.
So from here, so remember that grip, and he has his forearms on either side of my neck, and he then rolls through, and it was a process where any type of side control escape, anytime you're trying to escape a bottom position, typically, like when I first started, it was like, okay, I'm going to try this once, and if it doesn't work, I feel like it failed. But as you can see with this side control escape, it was a process in which he got inches, and then when I put my knees back into his back, that was the moment for him to bridge and roll, because I no longer had my legs extended, which added like a counterweight, so it was hard for him to turn me over when I had my legs far out. But as soon as I put my legs towards his back, that's when he could roll me over him, and that was an amazing escape.
I'm Shane. Damn you, Shane.
I ain't playing like short, so I ain't waiting like to start betraying them. It's twice as hard to get a job as paying them, so I ain't paying attention to what you're saying. Raindrops keep falling on my brain, cause I'm in the trap on flames. I'm so hot, even if the weather change, I don't have no top.
All right, that's the end of our roll. Thank you so much for watching. I have some exciting news. Wait, let me go get it. So congratulations. you know, because of your support that this was, you know, that we were able to make this happen, which is super exciting. So yeah, high five. We got this. And in other news, I started judo this week. Let me know if you're interested in how that's going. I'm super interested in like judo throws and adapting it for like Nogi. That way it's applicable for MMA and, you know, on hot summer days if people happen to not be wearing a jacket. But all right, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Tell you what I ain't playing life short, so I ain't waiting like to start betraying them. It's twice as hard to get a charge paying them, so I ain't paying attention to what you're saying. Raindrops keep falling on my brain, 'cause I'm in the trap on flames.